Alright, today we're looking at the CA-13, the Causality diesel and the Multiplexer kit. And there's the box. And of course the arbitrary warning. So that's the box. Let's get that out of the way. And here it comes with the little transfers legs he does sometimes. Includes a little trading card with some blah 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 on the back about it. And then here's the instruction booklet. And unlike Transformers, they actually include a very nice booklet. The pages feel pretty good and beefy. There's a photo of them with the additional cars for Menasor. This is what I'm going to call them. There's vehicle to robot, blah blah blah, and then to the attack mode and the combiner instructions. And here's Diesel in the truck mode, which pop this off the back. Then you get, it's a good shout out to the old Stunticon Motormaster. Now let's get to meet Grids to Transformation. Now, I've already done it a couple times, so let's see how good I remember before I have to give it and go reference the instructions. Now, ironically, you could take the back trailer doors since they're moving and put them on here for kind of like a U-Haul box truck feel. But I'm gonna do one thing different from the instructions. I'm gonna actually go ahead and, yes, this does some parts for me. Now then, a little bit about the quality of plastic. Some people actually like Causality Diesel, but in my honest opinion, the plastic just, I don't know, Hasbro learned the importance of plastic. And, okay, this is where all the weapons are made from, all that. Now, let's get to the actual interesting part, and that's this one. The plastic definitely feels like Chinese plastic, so it's definitely a giveaway that we are dealing with a Chinese-made Transformer. I don't know how to explain to you how I can feel the difference, but there's definitely a difference. The cab is actually a bit stubborn to separate, so what I do is I normally try to go in and work the little pegs and pull them apart in their different little ways. It definitely feels like they went and got carried away with trying to overcomplicate what could have been done so simply. Now here's connector pegs for the legs, but you know, we're not doing the Causality combiner. I'm gonna have to actually probably look up the feet, because this is just really, it's kind of felt like you're trying to do a masterpiece Transformer. That's what it feels like to me. See the hinge right there? That's how you actually turn the feet. And then hinge this, just swing that down. In fact, you see, look at that. That's a giveaway about the cheap, what I mean by Chinese plastic, in comparison to what Hasbro uses for plastic. Alright, come on. I'm going to try to get the legs done because, in my opinion, legs are just kind of important. Alright, now I'm going to try to hinge this. This is one concern I have. The plastic that they chose to use, this here, see the pin through there? And you see a little bit of the plastic there is there. And we'll show you what I mean by the concern of it. You want to kind of try to get in here and then turn the legs around, because just show listen to this. You hear that ratchet? Yeah, I think it would have been better, honestly, if they didn't include this hinge. Just had the cab remove off and then turn into the legs and then put it on the place you're supposed to put it on instead of actually hinging it. Alright. Let's get the arms up. Oh yeah, the sides of the trailer. Now the whole point to that is so that way you can move it from here, here, and then down. The wheels in. Bless me. And if you said bless you when you heard me sneeze just now, thank you very much. Alright, now the arms. Pop that up. Swing up Motormaster's head. And swing up these so that they're in the shoulder line. And then peg that there. And then I'm going to go and do the other one. Alright, now let's see how well I did. Okay, definitely got something wrong with the feet here. Okay, that was my mistake. I forgot to do this. Alright. Okay. There, I got the robot. Woo! And the one problem I forgot with this is that, for one thing, you can't raise these up here. So as you seriously look at the back here. I mean, it's not bad considering this was one of Fansproject's first combiners. They basically tried to stack everything that you need for the actual combined robot into this guy. Just really is pretty crazy. Okay, so now let's start parts forming weapons. Yes, I said parts forming. Okay, here's the first two guns. It was made from the trailer's back doors. Okay, but you know, this is Motormaster. This is the guy that on the drawing board was like, yeah, let's make a dude here to give Optimus Prime grief. So you know what? He needs a better gun. So let's parts form him a better gun. Alright. I actually do have to reference the manual for this one. Okay. The manual's actually, I've got to admit, I don't have any real problems with the instructions with this one. The only problem I have is that I'm not used to parts forming weapons, so. Now that's more like it. Unfortunately, I was trying to do it on the camera, so unfortunately I ended up. Put this pig in that. Basically, you can hold it, but unfortunately, like I said, that cheapo Chinese plastic, you know, got the better of that. I would much rather had this be like Motormaster's little assistant, and then have this be able to snap down like the old Motormaster did. But you know what? We haven't even begun to make stuff because we still have the whole big slew of attack mode to do. So basically, let's get out Menasor's hands. And then separate these. Come on. There we go. Raise up connector pegs. Now this is where, ironically, the whole problem that you actually want to have is that, which I'll be showing you in a minute. Because I'm not really going to be putting them on.
Cool.
That one little teeny tiny peg to hold on this connector, which it's reused ironically in when you're putting on the arms. No, I'm just mostly do this because, in my opinion, it gives it a bit of a cleaner feel. Little peg there. Slips in there. There we go. And now the other side. Which is all kinds of ways you can orientate this stuff, which I'm going to do something a bit different than the instructions says. I'm going to actually put these up, that way the blaster's a bit lower. Yeah,
Looks top heavy.
This mode here, I can understand the point to it was to try to use the entire the entire trailer.
It looks like you could blow away all the Decepticons with just one shot. I mean, Autobots.
This just...
Apologies.
This mode here just feels like they got that big trailer, so they're going to try to use the entire trailer.
It can stand up, people.
They're trying to use the whole trailer, all of it, every piece of it, but honestly, sorry about that, people. Somebody decided to mow the yard while we're filming. I kind of like it, but at the same time, I don't. I would much rather have the entire trailer be Motormaster's robot mode. And now, for those of you who's wondering, here's which I kind of made a mistake on. Forgot to. All right, now I got it. I remember. And there's Menasor's sword. Now I'm going to tell you where that's supposed to go. The only reason I'm not doing it is because it just didn't grip it, is that this peg here and then this peg here basically grips onto the sword, and you line it up here. And then when Menasor was holding the rifle, that's Menasor's hand, or Causality. Okay, now I'm okay with Diesel overall, but there's just a few little gripes here and there you're about to find out about. First off, the way the feet is adjusted, the way the feet's put together, watch this. Because there's too many hinges in there. It's just, to flip the cab of the truck over and have it form the feet, it's just, in my opinion, it was just too much hassle. It would have been much better if the cab hinged on the bottom, on the trailer, which housed the robot, and then you can just split the trailer and fold the wheels up and then have them connect to the legs. Because then you wouldn't have all these hinges in there making the feet just to disassemble. It just basically cries, it is a display piece. It's not something intended for you to be having fun with. There's too many hinges in here to do all this. And the plastic is so much stiffer. I've been hearing reports that certain hinges started having stress problems with not breaking, but just starting to stress out. And then if you're gonna get this for the toy, yeah, if you want to play with the toy, you don't want that to be that easy. And that's all because this piece here doubles to hold the arms on. That's what that does. Yeah, so in the end, you got an impressive looking mode here using all the trailer pieces. But I'm gonna hate to break it to you, Fansproject. It's good and all, but it's not a toy. It's really a display piece. And if you actually rewatch G1, the Stunticon cars just sat on the arms of Motormaster. Motormaster's arms was also Menasor's arms, and Motormaster's hands was also Menasor's hands. the legs, actually the cars did attach to the bottom of the legs. That's only because the cab, which makes up this part of the legs, ain't in use. Just trust me, look it up. Okay, now for the robot. The proportions of the robot, arms, legs, torso, and head, is proportionate to the way Menasor's was. It looks a bit like, I don't know. The whole articulation ain't overall bad because you actually get some waist swivel here. If you decide to disengage the pegs, which ironically holds the legs on. Which ironically, you disengage those pegs, it's kind of a pain to put them back in every time you do it. And you don't really get good knee action. Because I personally sacrifice some of the leg posability to hide these. Hide these guys right here. Because I basically kind of fold them in and close the cab up around them. Which, because there's another peg which connects the face of the cab to there, makes that one. The thing which means then you have to kind of force the legs to straighten out because you got those beefy ratchets in there. Which really, ratchets should only be used in the actual joints that the robot uses, in my opinion, not in stuff that's related to the transformation. Especially when you got a peg that does the work that the ratchets are supposed to do. And this kibble here just, I don't know, just on Motormaster, I'm sorry. Especially now that especially the aftermarket transformers, you're almost dealing in $60 range. $60 to $100, and if you get the entire set, which average over almost $600. No. I like the concept, but the execution just is where it falls short on. So no, I'm not going to be, like I said in a previous video, I was going to do this whole set. Now I don't want to. But I might, because nobody's done it, I might do their Predacons. I might do their Predacons if I can find them cheap enough. So, yeah. This is where I'm not. Yeah. I gotta admit though, not a bad gun. It's kind of like what we want from Hasbro, but they just never seem to want to deliver. That's what this is. Not bad if you like it, but honestly, the plastic. If you get it, pick a mode, display it in the mode, leave it in that mode. Let's put it that way, it's a display piece. Not something for you to buy and give your 17-year-old. Fansproject Diesel, good display piece, rubbish toy. Thanks for watching, sorry. Oh, by the way, links to the Patreon page is down there. As always, like and comment. If you want to see me do any particular reviews, comment below. I will be brutally honest, just like I was in this one, and this one kind of is depressing. Why couldn't he hold this? Imagine if he could hold this. Seriously. My sword's bigger than your sword. So, tell at least one friend about us. We're trying to grow a YouTube channel. This is the most expensive single component transformer I ever picked up to do a review on, and that's only because I'm a huge fan of the Stunticons. Well, in my case, I don't know, I'll figure out what I'll do with them later on. Thanks for watching. Like I said, Patreon page, link in the description below. Comment, like, and recommend. We do read. Catch you later.